Okay, so this orientation worked for drawing this south elevation, but if I want to draw these other sides, I'm going to have to be able to pull my lines from it. Now there's different ways of doing it, so everybody can just stop what they're doing and pay attention. So this case, what I could do is I could use my line tool and I could snap off and draw my lines horizontally. So I'm leaving my plan in the same orientation and I'm just bringing those lines across. And then what I could do is select all those lines and then rotate them. So I can either right click and rotate. I can see rotate left is shift or command R, rotate right is shift command R. So in this case, I actually want to rotate right. So I'm going to go command shift R and it rotates my lines. So then I can just go and I can bring all these exact same lines across. Why isn't that one? And I can just click option drag. And then build my elevations from there. So in that case, all my elevations are going to be all aligned, and we'll get into setting up those drawings. Now, what you have to make sure is that you're rotating your lines in the right direction, and that you're gonna, like, if I did my windows, I'm gonna need a point of reference. So in this case, I'm going to draw off my wall, and then I'm going to go in and draw off my windows. So I'm still going to need to remember which each of the lines represents. So I'm just going to select these and I'm going to go shift command R and rotate them. So this line was actually this line, and then I can draw my windows from there. So that, in this way, we're leaving our plan orientated in the same direction and we're just rotating our elevations. What I can also do, and I'm going to bring these down, is I can rotate, let me select that one. Okay, I'll just leave it. I can also rotate my plan. So I have this plan, it's angled. So if I was to do this east elevation, I'm actually going to rotate my plan 90 degrees. So I can go type up in this little degree box that I want to rotate at 90, and I went positive, so I actually rotated left, and I'm actually doing my west elevation, which works out well. And then I can just go in and snap my lines down. And do my heights from there. So I'm going to take that up 8 inches. And then I'm going to take that up 1 foot. And then duplicate, move that up, save. I'll do 12-foot ceilings for this. Okay, and my head height and all that. Now the thing with doing rotated plan view, now if I go in and I fill in my boxes and I want to say add a hatch, I go up to my hatch and I can see now I'm using the same hatch and it's orientated in the same direction, but my drawing is rotated. So I actually need to rotate my hatch. So if I go into this little wrench and pencil beside my hatch selections, I can see here's my hatch settings. this is the hatch that I want to use, but I want to use local mapping. And I actually don't want it to have a rotation, and I can put in 0 and preview, and it shows me now that my hatch is vertically orientated. Okay, so rotated plan view works well. We just make sure that we then have to rotate our hatches. I can also, so I can type in the value in the box, or I can also choose this rotate plan. The first click sets the pivot point, and then I'm going to choose if I want to rotate left in this case, or rotate right, 90, 180, and I can rotate it that way. Does everybody feel good, comfortable rotating their plan, either type in the degrees or using the icon, and also rotating your hatches once you use them?